After World War I, groups of active and ex-servicemen began organizing themselves to serve returning soldiers, especially disabled veterans. Although no Cornwall representatives were present, a large gathering of various groups met in Winnipeg in November of 1925 for a unity conference to dialogue about what would become the Royal Canadian Legion of the British Empire Service League. The Dominion Charter was granted on July 17th of 1926. By early 1926, a collection of small local groups band together as the Canadian Legion, British Empire Service League, Branch 83 with 200 members was born. With Frank Hunter as president, the first meeting was held at CCVS. The Imperial Order of the Daughters of the Empire provided the Legion with a regular meeting place in the Jacob Block, and the membership quickly grew to 250. The Legion was very active, including sponsoring some of the greatest track and field meets in the country. Pitt Street's Great Fire of 1933 proved to be the local branch's undoing. Branch 83 had invested most of its money in the Cornwall meet. The disastrous fire occurred the same day, drawing many would-be spectators away from the sporting event. Due to the very heavy losses that day, the branch was forced to disband. After unsuccessful attempts to restore financial stability, Dominion Legion headquarters revoked the branch's charter in 1938. One of the event trophies, the 1929 John McMartin Memorial Gold Cup, subsequently made its way to the Sports Hall of Fame at the Toronto Exhibition Grounds, and then later back to Cornwall, and is now on display in the lobby of Branch 297. Prior to Legion ownership, this building functioned as a labor temple, Full Gospel Tabernacle, then the Imperial Pavilion Dance Hall. Between 1933 and 1939, the Legion used this hall for dances and other functions. From 1939 to 1962, St. Columban Parish owned it as one of its parish halls. In 1962, St. Columban opened its new parish centre at 40 5th Street East. Having been considered to be a fire hazard, the old building was demolished in May of 1963. Apparently, the branch found itself in need of new quarters and ended up at or near this location for a few months. The building later functioned as a donut shop and has since been replaced by a post-modern style professional building. In anticipation of a royal visit to Canada in 1939, a number of veterans met at the county's building to discuss plans to form a new Legion branch. A mass meeting of returned soldiers took place at the county's building at 6 p.m. on January 9th to discuss the Legion's reorganizing. On March 27, 1939, members of the defunct Canadian Legion, British Empire Service League Branch 83, adopted the name Canadian Legion, British Empire Service League's John McMartin Memorial Branch 297. The charter is dated April 19, 1939. Some planning meetings were also held in the old City Hall. The new Legion was pronounced a success from its formation, and in May of 1939, a motorcade of about 250 veterans traveled to Ottawa to pay homage to the King and Queen, and to be an official part of the unveiling of the new cenotaph. With the outbreak of war later that same year, the Legion became an important part of the community, and to the men who were enlisting. In 1945, Allan Piper was named president. In 1947, and during his term of office, the branch obtained a club room in the Princess Hall over Lawn's pool room. Comrade Piper was succeeded by H.G. Williams, during whose term of office plans for the existing Legion home were laid. On February 20th of 1947, the city turned over a $25,000 check to the Legion to purchase the Arnold Smith home at the corner of 2nd and Cumberland Streets. On the afternoon of February 1st of 1948, the new Legion location opened. More space was made available with the removal of a big front porch. Parking facilities were made, and the driveway was laid. Many big changes were made in the interior. Huge rooms were redecorated along modern lines. Rooms were prepared to serve as banquet quarters, games rooms, a boardroom, recreation rooms, and a 6-room apartment was provided for the then secretary-manager, Colin Bates, and his family. The entire basement was finished so that it could be available for club rooms. June 14th of 1958 saw the official opening of a 45 by 75 foot $90,000 Legion Memorial Auditorium. It was at the Dominion Convention in Windsor in 1960 Then a new badge and the Queen's consent was given to use the name the Royal Canadian Legion. In 1962, during Comrade Matthew Holden's term as president, an addition was made to the front of the Legion home. This new section was converted to a quiet room for television viewing and more home-like atmosphere for recreation and relaxation. The auditorium was completely renovated in 1965. Cedar wall paneling was installed, a new ceiling, new light fixtures, and air conditioning for greater comfort. The renovated room was renamed and dedicated as the Sir Winston Churchill Auditorium. Although today the lot access is strictly via Cumberland Street, the original 415 2nd Street West address has been retained.